It's the B-side show.
Yeah, man. You can see already they made the connection. You know what it is. We're about to talk about all that, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, my name is El Santo Del Valle. I hail from the San Fernando Valley, born and raised, and thank you guys for having me at B-side.
Hell yeah.
The Valley baby is in the house.
Yeah. Hey, and let's talk about it right off the bat, man. The name, speak on it.
So, El Santo Del Valle was born like 7 years through trial and error of me being an artist. I started off straight out of high school. I got a little depressed, so I had to find an outlet. And I've always had a love for drum loops like this one that's playing in the background, So it's hip hop, Yeah. So got into it, went by a first name. I'm not gonna say because I hate it. I went by a second name, Saint Sergi, and for 4 years, dropped mixtapes, dropped 8 of them, I believe, and deleted everything, and we started at Santo Del Valle. My real name is Sergio Angel Godinez, Sergio Angel Godinez. Sergio means soldier in Roman time. Angel, we ain't gotta say that. Godinez, G-O-D. So angel warrior, angel soldier of God, however you want to say it. And I got this piece right here too.
Jeez.
Hey, that's badass right there.
So it's San Fernando Valley. I was born in a Valley Presbyterian hospital. Presbyterian means church government. So even my name, everything about me been religious. So I like to influence that in my music. So
it feels right, El Santo del Valle. Awesome.
There's a lot of meaning there.
Yeah, and I love that you represent heavy. You got the Mexican flag. It is the Jalisco.
Always.
It's always dope to have raza on the show.
Love it.
Let's talk about it. You said you've had a couple shows out there. It's really interesting because maybe 2 years in, we're 2 years into the heavy Spanish rap, and I feel like ahora se oye, it's been, you listen to it a lot more. Back then it was a little more low key, still underground.
It was more I think it was more spaced out. It was only certain people doing it, and now it's accepted a little more.
But it was back then it was different. If you were a Chicano or you were Latino rapping, it had to be hard in a specific way. You had to be gangster. You had to be that. I'm not that. I worked construction growing up with my dad, so I have that worker mentality built in me, I am a true brown pride Hispanic here trying to
work
for something.
Okay.
So
I appreciate that. You're 100% right. Yeah, you know what I mean? They would box you into the Chicano rap gangster, and now you can expand and really talk about some self-awareness and those struggles that you face daily. That's awesome. You just dropped a new project.
Yeah, I dropped a new project called Santi. Check it out, all streaming platforms. SANTI. Just look that up. I got 7 tracks on there. I work with one of the producers. Do you mind if I talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Talk about it. We want to know all that. Yeah.
So in one of the tracks, even though it's just masters, Carlos, Danny Trejo's engineer, he mastered one of my songs just to get it sounding right. And then another song that I did called Have Mercy, I worked with Guy Roach, who produced Dreaming of You from Selena. He worked with Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants. He produced with Enrique Iglesias, Cher, so many people. And I got the opportunity because, going back to construction. I work in construction. I was doing his driveway, and he was saying he got a studio. And I was like, let me check it out. I checked it out, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But in my head, I was like, how can he help me out? I do have a song that I don't know how to properly mix myself. So I asked him if he can help me out. And that's when I found out.
Well, you know what? And that's the thing there, though. Certain things, first you got to put it out in the atmosphere for it to be, something to be done about it. And then sometimes, you really never know until you ask somebody. A lot of these dudes, even though they've done a lot, legendary stuff, they like working with new talent and different things.
Yeah.
So they can see the hunger in an artist, man. They like that.
You definitely saw my hunger.
Yeah.
I got crazy out with ideas and all that. And he did tell me I'm unique. He did tell me that my voice is I don't know. He really complimented me in ways that help improve my self-esteem as an artist.
Oh, yeah.
And then you mentioned he helped you bring out a sound that you were specifically looking for. I mean, you've been in the industry for a long time, right? So, but you knew in your headspace that you're okay, I need something more, something different. What was it that you were looking for? If anything.
Just a better production at this point, no more of my bedroom engineer stuff. I want to branch out and get that quality that I've been hearing growing up my whole life.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's that step for any artist, because there's ways to cut corners and stuff sometimes, but you're looking for that sound, that quality sound, and you got to go out and like they say, invest in your craft, and that's what you're doing, and that's dope. Let's speak on some of the content, because that's something that's really prideful to you as well, that you take pride in, is speaking from a different perspective, from the struggling person. And go ahead and talk about some of the content in your music.
First of all, I want to say, Arriba la raza! Yeah!
Shay, there you go. I was waiting for the bell.
But I don't know. Like I carry my brown skin and my like labor intuition mindset very well. If you guys believe in zodiacs, I'm a Gemini Cubs Cancer. I'm like June 21st, so I'm crazy like a Gemini, but I got the heart and passion of a Cancer. So it's like, I don't know. I'm hungry my own way. And like you said, being a perfectionist, I'm my own perfectionist, and I'm my own worst enemy. I literally listened to a song and spent like 50 hours engineering, just cleaning up one song on the song Santi, and that's not even one of like the top 5 of the album. And I'm like, damn. And songs that I kind of like put like 4 hours into it, that's like the highest streaming one at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow.
Sometimes it's just in your head.
Yeah, it's you're too in your own head, and then you got to let the music speak, and sometimes you get more of that raw energy when you don't clean up too much. Right. You know, what I mean?
So let's talk a little bit about the project. So what can they expect if they haven't heard it? You know, what?
Oh, so let me put it this way: Tupac vocals, Santana guitar,
okay,
cumbia on a like hip hop beat. You know, like blend that in a blender, Latin hip hop at Santo Del Valle,
and make a hip hop smoothie out of that.
Yes,
there you go.
You're gonna be seeing some green, red, and white up on that. You know, brown pride. So definitely.
And you know, speak on why that's important to you to make sure you represent your culture and your raza, man.
Well, like I grew up feeling different, you know, from society, and I never really understood why until, you know, when I was a couple years ago, and I realized like that we do have our own culture. It should be appreciated more. You know, we're not just gardeners, we're not just laborers here. You know, like people came from not only my país, my raza, my roots, but like El Salvador, Honduras, like, and more.
Real talk.
Just to come over here to give their kid a better life. So they sacrificed something. They sacrificed being with their families, you know, for what, 10 years or something. My mom haven't been in Mexico in over 15 years.
Yeah.
She's still trying to get her papers.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know, like I understand my roots better than people that aren't in it. You know, like if you're in it, you know. And if you don't know, then I'm rapping it to you.
But, and then here's the thing, the importance of it with, you know, hip hop evolving over, you know, about to be 50 and what, like a week and a half reside, I think like the 15th.
Yep.
So a week, whatever it is away from here. So, but all the different genres and subgenres of hip hop now, there's also the fan base that they need to hear the stuff that you're saying too. There's a whole bunch of kids out there that are waiting to hear somebody talk about what they feel.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because kids growing up, they're just following trends and fashion. But if they see someone that looks like them, that sounds like them, that grew up like them, that eats like them, if he's able to do that, you know, seeing my beaner ass do that, then they're going to be able to like, no, nothing's holding them back except themselves. So like,
that's real.
Don't be ashamed to be like Latino, you know, like for a while I was self-conscious with the way I looked, but now I fucking love myself. So it's like,
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, what's crazy? Hey, I feel you on that. And it's as I got older myself. Part of it was I just got old enough to not give a shit anymore. But I start feeling like I am who I am. This is me. Like sometimes I look awkward, sometimes I look cool, but that's it. And I like to have fun. and I don't stop, looking around what people think of that. You know what I mean?
That's
So
the beauty.
I'm glad you said that.
You, bro, without restrictions. That's the most beautiful part.
I'm glad you said that, bro.
And we need that representation because we have a lot of kids. You know what I mean? The social media is big. Everything is on the internet, all the good, all the bad. So having people like yourself, out there representando is beautiful. I appreciate you. Keep going strong.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
We always love when Valley busts the lingo on us right here, man. It's part South Central and part fucking right there, raza, man. That's it.
Part of that Chicano lifestyle.
Yeah,
man.
real talk.
Yeah, and it's taking over right now in the music too. You know what I mean? You got a couple English verses, and then you come with that hot Spanish. So it's been taking over for a minute. People have been putting in work. Shout out to everybody out there, talking that Spanglish in that rap. You know what I mean? Representando.
And if you're doing that, hit me up. Let's collab.
Yeah, there it is. He put it out there for you. Listen, what we're gonna do is play a video real fast. We'll come back on the other side of the studio and we'll chop it up. But he's gonna rock something live as well, man. El Santo Del Valle, man, right here on the B-side show. Let's go.
Sometimes, in the darkest moments, we put our hands up high. Yeah, and then we praise to the Lord. This is a man. Lord, help us. Remove the damages from the before us. Demons prowling, seeking redemption. Put the ball and lead it to shit and let them. Holy boy, got the whole world spinning. Some got priorities straight, other drug beaming. It's a never-ending cycle, happens every day. And I know I'm the one to say we need the light now more than ever. A little touch from heaven wouldn't hurt at all. God send us down with the intention to free will. But all we ever do is wanting to kill children. They're running the game. Guess it's now up to me to go and tame my redemption, my true soul's intention. I put it on the line, my admiration. I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy. I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy. Have mercy, give me mercy.
Don't leave me, God. Don't leave me, please.
Have mercy, give me mercy.
Lord, forgive him. He's got some treachery stored in the depths in his mind. Killed that with ecstasy. I don't trust him, he's not what he seems. Keeps lying to me. In the mirror, lost at 23. I guess I'm 24, and I don't even know right from wrong. Good decisions, bad positions, self-control. I'm in your pockets though, cause you can't stop hearing me in your mind when it's time to go. That's how the money flows.
I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy. I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy.
Give me, give me,
Have mercy, give me mercy.
give me, give me.
Have mercy, give me mercy. Sometimes, in the darkest moments, we put our hands up high. Yeah, and then we praise to the Lord. This is a man. Lord, help us. Remove the damages from the before us. Demons prowling, seeking redemption. Put the ball and lead it to shit and let them. Holy boy, got the whole world spinning. Some got priorities straight, other drug beaming. It's a never-ending cycle, happens every day. And I know I'm the one to say we need the light now more than ever. A little touch from heaven wouldn't hurt at all. God send us down with the intention to free will. But all we ever do is wanting to kill children. intention. I put it on the line, my admiration. I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy. I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy. Have mercy, give me mercy.
Don't leave me, God. Don't leave me, please.
Have mercy, give me mercy.
Lord, forgive him. He's got some treachery stored in the depths in his mind. Killed that with ecstasy. I don't trust him, he's not what he seems. Keeps lying to me. In the mirror, lost at 23. I guess I'm 24, and I don't even know right from wrong. Good decisions, bad positions, self-control. I'm in your pockets though, cause you can't stop hearing me in your mind when it's time to go. That's how the money flows.
I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy. I am part of God, and God is part of me. Have mercy, give me mercy.
Give me.
Have mercy, give me mercy.
Give me.
Have mercy, give me mercy.
Yeah, man, we're back in here. B-side show every single Monday night, man. Almost 13 years strong. And we always, what's cool for me is this is our hip hop dojo, and I just like talking music and hip hop and life with artists that are out there pursuing with, you know, their dreams and stuff, man. So you mentioned earlier, you know, not to take it too down and stuff, but depression, you suffered from that a little bit, and I feel like all of us do in some way. Some of us are able to hide it more than others, but how did you know you needed an outlet to kind of disperse some of that a little bit? And how'd you know, like, what led you to hip hop? Because that was interesting what you said earlier.
Well, ever since I was young, like I said, I always felt in love with that like drum beat, that drum loop, that drum rhythm. But the thing is, like, I never really immersed myself into hip hop because, like, a 5-year-old listening to 50 Cent, you know, back then, like, rap music like that was scary for me. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. They're talking about guns. They're talking about, like I said, I'm not from that background.
I got you.
Like, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
But I've always enjoyed like songs of it, and but I grew up going to like Mexican parties, so I like that cumbia sound, like hearing like, you know, rhythm and all that, and you know, melodic. So that infused me. But the depression hit because I realized since a young age I was never gonna go to college. You know, that was never me. I don't want to go with what society wants of what a person to do. I want to do me.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of had to like a phoenix. You know, you had to burn into ashes, rise up from the ground to like.
That's real though.
Refine yourself.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I found myself in taking advantage of the hip hop, and here I am now, 7 years later, at age 24.
And you know what? It's too bad you felt that way at the time as a youngster, as far as hip hop is concerned, because when you search, and I'm saying this for any youngster out there that's just a fan of hip hop or anything, just search and you'll find any kind of hip hop that you want. Like, you don't have to listen to just one style. There's so many people out there doing their thing, from Christian rap to everything, rapping about your culture and everything, to the gangster stuff too. So it's whatever you want to hear. And me, sometimes I'm in the mood for different things during the day. So I'll be putting.
Sometimes he's in the mood to pop somebody, and then sometimes he's like, "What?"
I might play something happy, and then I might play some gangster shit, you know. But yeah, but that's the beauty of hip hop to me, and about to hit the 50-year anniversary for hip hop. And I dig the way it's going. It's still strong as far as I'm concerned. People are making quotes about things like, I guess we didn't have a top 100 for hip hop this year on the Billboard. Yeah, okay, but how many years have we dominated the chart? So it's just, you know, little people are just reconsidering their craft and how they come out.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we talked about merch. We talked about, are you dropping your project digital, or are you making hard copies? How are you handling that?
At the moment, everything's digital, you know, because since I did that name change, like, it kind of resetted me, but it gave me the opportunity to, like, you know, like I said, trial and tribulation, get from what worked for me and go on from there. So I am working on merch, like t-shirts and all that, my own brand, Good Boys Do Sin. So yeah,
there it is right there. You hear it in the name, man. It's just it's there. But I like the way you said that, and you represent who you are instead of because for me, you know, being a hip hop fan for so long, like I can see when someone's not telling their own story. Like I mean I can hear it. Like even at like that, this guy doesn't, you know, live that life, so it probably shouldn't be rapping about it and stuff like that. So I'm glad you represent who you are. And,
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
We need more of that in hip hop. I will say that.
And I'm sure you're inspiring a lot of people out there right now. If they want to reach out to you, where can they find you, listen to you? Where is your album dropping?
You could just search me up on Google. Everything pops up. El Santo del Valle. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The way it is, El Santo del Valle.
Google him.
Google it.
Yeah, man.
Please.
Hey, we're gonna get into some live music right now, man. What are we gonna let's rock the house. What do we got? Rizai's gonna play something right now. What songs we getting into?
So I'm playing 2 songs. Cultura is one of them, featuring Hexation and Lita. Hector Hexation, however you want to call him, he's a radio host, 101.5 FM, Valley Views in the San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
And I've been like a co-host for a bit, but now I'm doing my own thing. But he's in the intro for that song, and then Vivo Yo is the intro for the Santi album. But I'm gonna play that the second time because the first one just hits more better. So
there it is.
We're gonna do that. Cultura and Vivo Yo.
There it is right here. But we'll get out of the way real quick. DJ Reside on the 1s and 2s. El Santo Del Valle all the way live.
We're back, folks.
Yeah.
The Santi Hour, live in the mix. We're right here. Pura cultura. Persínense. Come on now. Let's go. Santi, hit us with that.
Straight out of my mind, a penitentiary. One full of sins, codependency. I want to live life, feeling the extra free. Removing my stress without emergency. I can only be reckless and helpless, but blinding to the fact that a diamond necklace. Wanna erase the pain, losing valuable things. Has taught me many lessons, I should have quit them.
Mucha tentación.
Say now, it's the almighty. Hey.
Redención. Aquí perdemos el amor cuando me dicen mucha tentación.
It's about redemption, to take over the game. We in it for the love, not in it for the fame. A true worshiper, I follow my loyalty. I'm playing right down, I'm boldly. Fuck a contract, I stay silent to me. Not selling out, I stay true to me. Sangre Chicano, living on the west coast. Always representing cultura de México.
Redención. Aquí perdemos el amor cuando me dicen mucha tentación.
What you say now? What you say, yeah?
Redención.
Put your motherfucking hands up.
Mucha tentación.
All of my heart, baby, put it on my soul. Escucha mis sonidos, pura cultura. Amor de mi mundo, pasando Honduras. Nuestros sueños, latinos unidos. Somos iguales, nunca estamos partidos. Escucha mis sonidos, pura cultura. Amor de mi mundo, pasando Honduras. Nuestros sueños, latinos unidos. Somos iguales, nunca estamos partidos. Yeah, man. It's always possible. Can we remove all the stress? And you gotta keep going, put your hands up high and preach to the Lord. You gotta make sure that you're okay, because if he's okay, then you're okay. Yeah, have faith in yourself, praise, yeah.
Yeah, that was Cultura right there. The album Santi, you can check it out anywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you guys want. The next song called Vivo Yo. Let's get it.
En el valle creciendo con mi alma alta. El honor del corazón es nunca falta. no voy a fallar, no voy a fallar. En mi mente vive mi palabra, porque tiene día, agarro fuerte en mi espíritu. Sí, un mexicano chaval marcado con tatuajes. Así se va, con la puerta de mi mente, sí, sí. Nunca voy a parar, no.
Make some noise for B-Side Show. Yeah.
Reintroduction, ASNTI, Mexican American life. Won't stop till the problems are solved. I'm a product of the system that I grew up in. Go ahead and watch me like Richie Battens. Okay, this way, how to be displayed. You look at my face, Cali born and raised. And shout out to the 818, Santo Del Valle. Con la puerta de mi mente, sí, sí. Nunca voy a parar, no.
I want to shout out all my Mexicanos out there putting in those work, all my Latinos, all the raza. Thank you guys, B-Side Show, for the opportunity to be here. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. Thank you guys over there. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, and
That's right.
keep trusting in your.
Representing the cultura right here, man.
Make
That's
some
what's
noise,
up.
make some noise.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you for coming through, rocking with us, and bringing that energy and that positive, you know, those
Thank you,
positive vibes and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, that energy's everything, G. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You know, keep pushing, you know what I mean? Head up high.
Hey.
Para adelante.
And you mentioned you got to perform where your family grew up and everything,
yeah,
too.
I did.
That had to be dope, right? You have more plans to go back and perform there?
I'm going back September for 3 weeks. I'm gonna be renting out a Studio Lockout over there in Mexico, and get all the best rappers around that area. Get them on, like, get beats right here, make beats while I'm at right here. Go over there, play those beats, get them on those tracks, and come back over here with a bunch of sounds. You know, I'm gonna get guitarists. I'm gonna get like a freaking banda, cause my stepbrother's in a band, the banda over there.
All right.
And I'm gonna get trumpets. I'm gonna get all that sounds, get it, collect it, come back over here, hit the studio, and make my new album.
And
That's
put it
right.
and put it down. Yeah.
So,
He's got a
like,
plan.
So I'm not only gonna be, representing people here from the valley. I'm gonna be representing people from over there, here as well. So
That's right. That-
Santo Del Valle, going back to the native country.
And
country.
and those are big. That's a big responsibility, but it seems like you're ready for that.
It doesn't feel big at all. I just
No?
feel like I'm just gonna go do what I love to do. You know?
That's right.
It's like I don't even feel that voice anymore.
Yeah.
I just feel passion. I feel like
That's
that
good.
depression is lifted away. So I'm excited.
Let's go.
Hey, and you hear that too. So any young people that listen to the homie as well, you see if you're feeling a certain way, you can't get over it. Find something positive, find a good outlet, and keep it moving. Let's
Doesn't
go.
even have to be hip hop. It
No,
could be
not at
anything
all.
else, you know, there's so many ways you can express yourself in the world of arts. You just gotta find the right one.
And and sometimes if you try something you haven't before, that might be the one. You never know, man. Try something. So thank you again for coming through.
Thank you guys.
Oh, any shout outs you want to make, man? Go ahead.
I want to shout out Hector from Valley Views. I want to shout out Jose the Panda, my main engineer, and he makes his own music too. I want to shout out Danny Molina, and I want to shout out everyone that's representing the 818 alongside with me. I love you guys.
All right, we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna play another new video right now. We got a couple of the homies in the building with us, and then we're gonna end with a couple joints by Reside. But Mindframe couldn't be here today because dude was a trooper. He was driving all the way from Bakersfield, and they shut down the freeway on homie, and he wouldn't have been here till later. We didn't want him just out here roaming around, so we told him we'll reschedule. But we'll be right back after this video. We're gonna chop it up a little more and then play some music.
Yeah,
to end
go
the
roll
show.
something real quick. Come back and smoke it.
Let's spark it up.